welcome. My name is Dan Roshan. I'm the author of the book Teach to Sell: Why Top Salespeople Never Sell and What They Do Instead. And today I want to welcome every one of you to the Teach to Sell live event, which is the $1 million influence blueprint: why top salespeople never sell and what they do instead. And I've got four very special guests that are going to be joining us today. Jesse Zagorski, who's in San Diego, California. And Jesse leads an organization around 1,900 people or so. So really, he's going to be talking to us about leadership later. And he's just, somebody, the definition of Teach Yourself about leadership is to be able to teach somebody how to think so that they can get what they want. And then we're going to have Linnea Carver. Linnea Carver's in Washington State. She's going to talk to us about belief, because that's the first pillar to be able to teach to sell, is to be able to believe in yourself. And we also have Matt Minshew. He's in North Carolina. He's an agent, a real estate agent. And Matt is somebody who has an incredible amount of success. He could have talked about lead generation. I know when I met Matt about 2 years ago or so, he was just getting started out in real estate sales, and he and I worked together. I coached him a bit, and he ended up in his first year 36 transactions. So just imagine that. If you are in real estate sales, some of you may be, some of you may not be, but if you are in real estate sales, you understand that in your first year, 36 transactions, a pretty good feat. And so you're going to hear from Matt. And then we're going to hear from Brad Chandler. Brad Chandler is the owner of Express Home Buyers, which is one of the largest real estate buying companies in the world. And I've known Brad as a good friend for many, many years. And so he's going to be joining us to be able to talk to us about organization building. All right. So welcome to Teach to Sell Live. Again, my name is Dan Roshan. Today is about clarity, confidence, and consistency. The method that you're going to learn today about is it's the method that replaced selling with leading. Okay. So one of the things I've been in sales since I've been 12 years old, for a long time. Let's just say a long time. And what I've recognized is in sales is that many people in sales, they end up trying to be salesy. They end up trying to persuade. They end up trying to convince, and candidly, it does not work. What works is to be able to influence as a leader, as somebody that you can take and you can teach somebody so that they can be able to achieve their goals. And that's what we're going to be going through today. And so if you consider that we all have some sort of, your clients, your prospects have some sort of pain. And that's where we start in the conversation of conversion. And if you're not driving right now, write this down. Okay. So this is really, really vital for you. I want everybody, Darian, hello, welcome. Hello, Steve. I want everybody to consider that you have a pain, or the clients and the prospects have a pain, and they have a desire. Okay, so they want something. So they have something that's a challenge for them. Maybe they want to buy a house, and they don't know if they have the financing, or they're afraid about their credit, or whatever the case may be. That's a pain that somebody may have. And if you think about it, having an internal and external pain. So the external pain is the situation. Like, I don't have enough money to be able to buy the product or the service that I want. That's a very, very real external pain. The internal pain that may be associated with that would be then, well, I feel like crap because I'm supposed to be like an adult, and I'm supposed to know things, and I'm supposed to have myself situated, and I don't feel good as a human being, as a man, as a woman, whoever it is, that I have my stuff together, right? So that's an internal pain, that's an external pain, and then a desire. Okay, so now you have a desire of what do they want. And so the desire that they have is going to be internal and external as well. So your job as a service provider, as a salesperson, a saleswoman, salesman, is to be able to take them from that pain, that internal and external pain, to be able to bring them to the desire. And then if you look in between there, you see this bald head. That bald head represents you or your service. So sorry for this representing you or your service, right? Hopefully that's a visual that you can etch a sketch that out of your head later. But either way, we're gonna join them where they are in their pain, and then we're going to bring them to the desire. And your service, you are the one that's going to bring them from that pain to that desire. You guys all good with that? You follow me on this? All right, fantastic. We're going to learn more about that as we go through this. Who is this? Who's this class for today? This class is for service-based business owners. So if you provide a service, if you are a salesperson, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, this class is for you. You're in the right spot. If you're looking for consistent and predictable income, this is the class for you. If you're tired of that inconsistency, the waves of, okay, I've got, I'm going to tell you guys, this January, I'm having the best sales month that I've had in probably 15 years. This January, right here, January 8th, right? Now, that's after 4 months of really struggling months. All right. So it's almost like the last 4 months have sort of like all stacked up into January. Okay. Now I did have closings and I did have revenue coming in during those 4 months, right? But not as much as I'd like to have. And so that's that wave of income. So if you've ever experienced something like that, this is the class for you. And then if you're looking for a simple pathway to be able to achieve your goals, we're going to be able to help you with that today. So you're going to be able to learn how to be able to take income. Why is income unpredictable? Why do you have those fits and starts? You're going to learn about that today. You're going to learn how to create conversations that lead to decisions, and you're going to learn a method that makes people trust and follow your lead. Just imagine when you're the trusted voice in your community, when you're the trusted voice within your with the people who know you. Just imagine what that does for you, that now you are that trusted voice that people come to. The reality of it is, if I want to be able to help you in your business for you to be able to achieve your goals, all right, I'm just going to be like straight up with you. I want to freaking help you. Okay. I'm going to be straight up with you as well. I don't have a lot of skills in life. I don't have a lot of skills in life. Now I understand that's a negative affirmation, right? But it's only half the sentence. But what I do have as a skill in life is I have the ability to be able to take these concepts of being able to drive consistent and predictable income in your business. I know how to do that. And I know how to do that in a way that I can break it down simply for you to follow, that is easy. Okay. So when I say I don't have a lot of things that I'm really, really good at, that is a true statement. But guess what? What I'm really good at doing is I'm good at being able to understand the 4 pillars of business that we talked about today. I'm good at being able to identify your super talent, your super skill, and I'm able to put this into action together so that you can be able to achieve what you want. And my goal of being able to impact 1 million people, again, is nothing about ego. It's about understanding when I help 1 million people to be able to have consistent, predictable income. And I hope that some of those people are you. So you're part of those 1 million. When I'm able to be able to make that type of impact in the world, then I'm able to have an impact that goes so much further than that. Because imagine the families that those people rely on. Imagine the people who they serve, their clients, their prospects, the people that their kids, their wives, their husbands, their partners. Imagine the impact that you can be a part of so that you can have this for yourself, and you can also help others to be able to have it for themselves as well. And that's what I want for you, and that's what I want for us. So as we finish up here, I'm going to invite you to visit www.teachtosellbook.com/ambassador. That's teachtosellbook.com/ambassador. Join the program. The worst thing that you have to lose is some time. But I'm going to guarantee you, if this was valuable to you, then the $29, and by the way, why do I charge $29? I charge $29 because if I gave it to you for free, you wouldn't show up. And I'm not saying that to be negative about you specifically. I'm saying that about human beings. Okay. Because we've studied human beings. We know that if you have just even a little skin in the game, you're going to actually freaking do it. Okay. And I am that passionate about helping you achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. Stop with the how am I going to pay my bills? Stop with where's my next client come from? Stop with I'm working 28 hours a day in a 24-hour work day. Not a work day, but a day, right? Like you're going to be able to stop that and to be able to achieve a life by design. So I'm going to end with this. I'm going to say, Number one, right now, visit www.teachyourselfbook.com/ambassador. Do that right now. Sign up. Next class is going to be next week. Join us. If you can't make the first class, then it's an ongoing schedule, so we'll make it work for you. And we're going to go through the 5 weeks of, and the 4 of those weeks is the pillars, the belief, lead generation, lead conversion, organization building, and to be able to understand how to lead. So thank you so much for your time. I know it's valuable, and I love every single one of you, and I respect every single one of you. And I want to thank you so much for spending an hour and a half with me today. And until next time, I'm going to wish that you have the best day of your life. You be grateful, make good choices, go help somebody, and sign up for the book club right now and become a member of the community. Become a Teach to Sell agent, because we want to make an impact in the world, and I want you to be my partner in that. God bless you. Thank you for your time today. See ya. Ask you something real. Have you ever felt capable, smart, experienced, and still notice your income feels inconsistent? It's not a motivation problem, and it's not a hustle problem. It's a conversation problem. That gap between what you know you can do and other people's willingness to move forward is called the influence gap. And that's exactly what the Teach Yourself Book Ambassador Club is designed to close. It's not just a book club, it's a 5-week implementation experience that teaches you how trust actually forms in conversations and how decisions move forward without pressure. Week 1, you'll see why effort isn't the issue and why let me think about it really means there's no clarity. Week 2, you'll learn out why confidence doesn't come from personality, it comes from certainty. And certainty comes from being understood. Week 3, you'll learn language that creates safety instead of resistance, so pressure disappears naturally. Week 4, you'll stop selling altogether and learn how authority is earned by teaching, not convincing. And week 5, you'll end restart mode by installing daily habits that compound trust and protect consistent and predictable income. Here's the part most people miss. You're not just paying for coaching. You get full access to the CBI Digital Training Library, a $10,000 system built to make Teach to Sell stick. Not motivation, not hype, a framework that prevents slipping backwards. 5 minutes a week creates massive momentum. This is $29 for 5 weeks. Then an ongoing support if you choose to stay. Cancel anytime, no pressure, full transparency. If you're ready to replace selling with leadership, and if you want people to feel clear and safe saying yes, join us as a Teach to Sell Book Ambassador. This is where trust becomes consistent and predictable income. I'll see you inside.